All right, shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS and bless the elect and the brothers out there teaching truth and sincerity. All right, let me make sure it's recording. Yep. All right, this is an article I ran into on the dailysheeple.com titled Project Bluebeam. Yes, the government research projecting holograms of God as a mass psyop. All right, it was dated October 20th, 2015. And I'm gonna just get right into it. Probably skip. I'm gonna breeze through it and probably skip around some points I remember reading. And Lord willing, I'm able to put the link in the description box in case you brothers want to check it out for yourselves. All right, it says seeing and hearing haven't been equal to believing for a long time. Some people have claimed that Project Bluebeam, a government conspiracy to attempt to instill a new world order by making the masses believe a technologically simulated second coming of the one who the world called Christ, was completely made up and has no real basis in reality. Considering how screwed up what we just typed is, we actually wish those people were right. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, they're wrong. We came across a Washington Post article written in 1999 entitled When Seeing and Hearing Isn't Believing, all about psychological operations or psyops. When they started talking about projecting holograms of Allah over Iraq, they weren't joking around. All right, let me see. Yeah, this is Satan is working. All right, it said. I kind of skipped down a little bit. It says they came to the conclusion that would require too much hardware, a 1 mile square mirror in space for one, and too much power to be feasible in during Operation Desert Storm, also as diabolical and evil. So, case closed? Nope. The Gulf War hologram story might be dismissed, or not. Nah, I don't want to read that. Yeah, yeah. The Gulf War hologram story might be dismissed were it not the case that WashingtonPost.com has learned that a super secret program was established in 1994 to pursue the very technology for PSYOPs applications. The holographic projector is described in a classified Air Force document as a system to information, project information power from space for special operations deception missions. Who is it that said Project Bluebeam is just a conspiracy theory again? All right, and right here, this is a video. I think it's a couple days back, but it was a floating, quote unquote, floating city over China. All right, they had a whole city floating, and they pretty much, saying it most likely Project Bluebeam. All right, it says all right, I'm gonna roll down to the second paragraph under the video. It says one more cute trick one of the boys at Los Alumnos National Laboratory developed had to do with voice cloning. The technology could take a 10-minute digital clip of anyone's voice, and in near real time, the speech patterns could be cloned to create a convincing fake of the person. A fake that could be made to say anything they wanted it to, and it would sound real. All right. Um, it says, gentlemen, we have called you together to inform you that we are going to overthrow the United States government. So begin a statement being delivered by General Carl W. Steiner, former Commander in Chief, U.S. Special Operations Command. At least the voice sounds amazingly like him. But it is not Steiner, it is the result of voice morphing technology developed at the Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico. By taking just a 10-minute digital recording of Steiner's voice, scientist George Packum is able to near real time to clone speech patterns and develop an accurate facsimile. Steiner was so impressed he asked for a copy of the tape. All right. Um, it says while the guys in the article appear to be having a good time laughing it up over this, Please consider again that this all went down in the 90s. We're talking 2 decades ago now. Who knows how advanced the technology is today and what other technologies it has been combined with? And yeah, that's a good point. And if they was doing this kind of stuff back then, think of what people was using back then. To my knowledge, they didn't have cell phones all like that. I'm pretty sure they had beepers and house phones. Go back in there. I'm almost done. Go back in there. They had beepers and pretty much using house phones. All right. So the technology they got now, they call them smartphones. They got the iPhone 6 and down to the 4 on down, and smartphone this and smartphone that, and you can pretty much get a full web page on your phone now. All right, so just imagine if they took the time out to increase that technology towards phones or towards game system or towards microwaves and blenders and all of this, let alone technologies that they can use for the military, all right, or deceiving people. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put a bunch of money into that. All right. It says voice to skull, otherwise known as V2K. Technology is also not new, seeing patents 4,870,027 published on Halloween 1989 for a hearing system wherein sound is induced in the head of a person by radiating the head with microwaves in the range of 100 megahertz to 10,000 megahertz that are modulated with a particular waveform. In recent years, there have been a large number of highly publicized crimes where people were apparently driven mad, making what were touted in the media as outrageous claims that were suddenly hearing, say, for example, President Obama's voice in their head. Considering that Dr. Joseph C. Sharp completed the first successful test of auditorium microwave technology, which completed bypasses the ears and beams sound directly into a person's head at the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research in 1973. Patents were being assigned for such technologies in the 1980s, and by the 90s, PSYOP teams could create convincing clones of anyone's voice with just a 10-minute digital clip of them talking. All right, so, and that definitely plays a huge part in, what we encounter a lot today. Or that MK Ultra. It's pretty much a mind control program. And we know Esau, like I said, they've been doing this, this kind of stuff back in the 80s and the 90s. So let alone the technology that they have today. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why in these last times, we gotta have Yahweh Shem Shai on our side, man. You gotta read, watch, and pray. You gotta pray that He protect you from, everything, man. Pretty much everything, because you never know what is real. The demons is out here, and on the side of that, you got Esau, messing with your head, and then on the side of that, I remember a couple years back, man, they had a holographic celebrity, man. I forget the motherfucking name, but they had a holographic celebrity with actual people at her damn concert, man. I mean, they just showed you the holographic Tupac, the holographic Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So let alone doing the second coming, like it had just said, which is spoken of in the scriptures, man. All right, and uh, this is Matthew's 24 and 22. And it says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right, all of this, everything we do in this truth through Yahweh Shem Shai is for the elect. We do it through the Most High, his grace and His mercy for the elect. Just like Paul said, I suffer all things for the elect's sake, man. It's all about the elect. We go to jail teaching the word for the elect. We get ridiculed, we get demonized, we get defamed, we get everything. We lose jobs, we lose women, we don't have a strong relationship with kids, we be called crazy and get talked about, whatever. It's all for the elect's sake, man. All right. It's crazy. I just looked at the clock. It's 11:44 at 1:44, man. All right. So verse 23 it says, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Hamashiach, or there, believing not. For there shall arise false Hamashiach and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. That Project Bluebeam, all right, or that the other one, I forget what it is, just I think V2K or something like that. But the voice to scold, talking inside of your head, pretty much trying to control your thoughts. Shit, they can take your voice and sound like you, and you be trying to, listen to your own thoughts and shit. The demons do it. The brother Kazak, hasten his coming. He got a nice page. They just had a nice little series on going and the attacks of demons and all of that, man. All right. It says, in so much that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect, man. Yeah, the elect can't be deceived because they're the elect because of that reason. But these signs and these wonders is going to be so great and so deceivable that it could possibly deceive the elect. But the Most High got his hand, he got them in his hand. He got a hedge of protection around them. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. So they won't be deceived at the end of the day, but the works and the signs that's going to come is going to be so good that it could, man. You know what I'm saying? So if it could for the elect, let alone the unbelievers, man. All right. It says, behold, verse 25, behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in a desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in secret chamber, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the Son of Man be. Salakia, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right? Because Yahushua said and it tells you in Acts, it said, why are you men, gazing up at the sky? The same way he left, he's going to come back. The Lord was beamed up in a chariot, man. What people call UFOs, all right? So he's going to come back that same way. And you're going to know that is him. You know what I'm saying? As far as the elect men or men of the Lord or people that walk by and maybe heard, they're going to know. All right, Shia. Go in the room. Just go in the room right quick. All right, you gonna know that it's him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know that it's that real second coming. You're gonna see the chariots, and you're gonna see the rest of the angels and the other chariots riding along with him, man. All right, you're gonna know that it's that time, man. And guess what? We almost close to that time, man. You see the stuff over in Syria. The economy's getting worse. You can even see throughout, your daily life. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a little time where things might have seemed a little easy, so to speak, But now it's just like demons trying to attack you left and right, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Man, everything things just going way worse than they used to be, man. Not as smooth, but it's supposed to be like that, because the closer we get to the end, the more we're going to be tested, man. All right. Of course, the ultimate test is the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, but we got to get up to that point, man. One of the brothers had a pretty good analogy. He said, if you playing like a adventurous game, the more boards you complete, the harder that it gets, man. I remember playing Call of Duty, and you do I think it's like called like the survival mode or something, but you go wave one. They might send like 10 or 15 troops and you know what I'm saying, knock them off. And then the second wave, they send like, 20 troops with a tank. You know what I'm saying? You keep going and keep going, it gets harder and harder, man. That's how this is going to be until we're out of this place, man. All right, so man, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He keep your eyes open. He keep you afloat, man. Keep you going. Keep you faithful. All right, keep you believing in Him, in His name. The niggas out there, they denying the name. Go ahead, you have fun with that. Believing in, what I'm saying, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, defending the gospel, man. Pray that He keep you going, man. Keep you running. Pray that He keep you running, man, in this race, because we getting closer and closer to the end, and it's gonna get harder and harder, man. So with that, man, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS. All right, and blessings and salutations to the brothers out there teaching truth and sincerity, man. And remember, man, we gotta read, watch, and pray, man. Scriptures say pray without ceasing, pray without ceasing. We gotta man, we getting close. We getting close, but we ain't out yet. You know what I'm saying? The brother in our camp, he had the analogy, motherfucker in a burning building, and they call the fire department. They not saved until the fire department get there and get them out of that fire. All right, they not saved until the fire department get there and get them out of that fire. All right, the number one firefighter is Yahweh Shai, man. We calling on the Most High through him to come and save us, man. And we ain't saved until we out of here. So guess what, man? We gotta keep running, man. All right, Shalom.